Yo, what up, guys? Dude, this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time I kind of fucked up. But trade recap for 521. I took a break even trade today, but I'm gonna be going over the missed entry that I had. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I didn't see it. I think low key I was just a little bit tired. I guess I don't know, but yeah, going into the day I was super bearish. We tap into this 1 hour fair value gap slash previous day high. We reject it. Now we're printing a bearish candle body, right? That signifies to me it's weakness at this level. All the buyers are going away, and just follow the trend. If the daily candle is trading down lower like this, I'm kind of expecting that we take out previous day low, right? Obviously, I'm not targeting that, but the overall daily drawn liquidity is lower. And on the 4 hour, since I was bearish, I was targeting this 4 hour intermediate low. An intermediate low is just basically this gap, a low inside a gap, right? What else? What I like to do for the most part is I don't like having too many drawings on my chart. So I usually stick with the previous day ranges, right? That's why I have this low here and this low here. For the most part, if it trades lower than this, we're just, that's not going to happen in one day, right? If you see each daily candle, it's not going to trade that much lower, right? It's only between the ranges of the prior day and the previous days. So that's why I'm not drawing a whole bunch of other drawings. And then I think it's the 1 hour where I find my my condition. Yes, it's right here. This 1 hour gap, this 1 hour bearish gap right here. So since I was bearish, I was mainly waiting for price to open, trade up higher into here, and then target down here, right? And I think on the 15-minute we have another gap as well. Yeah, right here, this 15-minute gap right here. So 15-minute fair value gap. All right, now that I have my draw liquidity solidified, I'm only looking for bearish setups now, right? So on the 5-minute is where I'm mainly watching price trade in real time. So I think at market, 625 at market open, what happens? We trend higher. Boom, we get our initial gap right here. We get our initial tap into this key level. So now the first thing I'm looking at is, do we have any gaps on the 5-minute, right? Because the 5-minute is the highest time frame, which is the highest probability based on my setup, right? So since there's no gaps on the 5-minute, I drop down to the 4. Do we have any in the 4? Yes, we have one right here. Do we have it on the 3? Yeah, we also have one right there. Do we have one on 2? Yes, but what am I going to do? I'm going to stick with the one that's, hold on, the highest time frame one, which is the 4-minute. Let me see if this candle, yeah, so we do have a 4-minute right here. It's kind of small, but does not matter, right? The size does not matter. That's what she said. The size does not matter for the gap as long as it's on the highest time frame, right? So from here, I'm just watching to see if this inverses. But what do we also see? We also see that after tapping this, price is kind of respecting this gap and this 2-minute gap and trading higher. So I'm kind of like, if this is gonna trade higher, am I still gonna be bearish? So what do I see? I see that it just sweeps out the high of my manipulation leg, right? This is considered a key moment at a key level, meaning that there's 3, right? So the first one is going to be the initial touch, initial mitigation, which is the first touch. So this would be the key moment number 1, and this would be 2, which is a sweep of a higher low that's inside or at the key level, right? So instead of looking at this manipulation leg now, my eye is trying to draw into this manipulation leg right here. This low to this high now. If this makes the high, this is my new manipulation leg, right? So the reason why I'm not looking at this 4-minute anymore is because now we kind of have a new leg, right? We have a new manipulation, and the highest time frame available fair value gap that was presented was, I believe, the 2-minute. Yeah, the 2-minute. We don't have one on the 3. This one's still for me, so you don't see it. On the 4, yeah. If usually the 3-minute doesn't have it, the 4-minute doesn't really have it. So I think it was the 2-minute that I saw it on. Yeah, right here. So I'm drawing this out now. This bullish gap. I'm putting at an inverse because I'm expecting this to inverse now if we can trade lower, right? Yeah, what happens? And then boom, we get an entry right here for short. stop loss above here, and I was targeting all this LRL, right? See what I mean right here? We kind of have this early morning accumulation, manipulation, and I'm looking to distribution all the way down to here, right? But what's my lowest hanging fruit? The lowest hanging fruit is this kind of like 630 low, right? You kind of see right here, we're just trading in a range all the way up here. This is the lowest low that can go, but right here is the lowest hanging fruit. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna target this lowest hanging fruit. I think this is my missed entry though, so I did not take this. Yeah, this 2 minute fair value gap. This would have been a perfect entry. I don't know why I didn't take this, but oh wells. And what do we see right here? Immediately trades lower, right? So I'm kind of, okay, this is my break even now. Break even here. So what do? I would move my stops to break even. And I think it just runs to my TP. Boom. Yeah, this would have been an AA plus entry, bro. I don't know why I missed this. Damn. If only I had saw this. But the trade that I did take, though, was later on. I think it's over here somewhere. So at this point in time, I'm kind of like, okay, we're obviously bearish now, you know? So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to look for a continuation to see if maybe price can trade back up and I get another entry. So naturally, what do? I go to the highest time frame available that I'm looking for a key level, which is going to be the 5 minute, right? So I'm marking out this 5 minute. There's a 5 minute gap here. I think it's still forming, but I'm anticipating this form, so I'm just drawing it ahead of time, right? Yeah, so it does eventually form. It forms right here, yeah. This is the 5 minute. Write it down. 5M fair value gap. 5M fair value gap. So I'm looking on this leg right here. Since it's like a super close to the leg, I don't want to be looking for any, well, you can't really look for any gaps on this leg, right? Because if it trades back up into it, what's going to be your manipulation leg? It'll be this low to this high, right? So it's way too close. I'm dropping down to the time frame. I think it was on the 2 minute where I saw it. Yeah. So I'm waiting for the price to tap into it. Boom. Taps into the key level. Trades higher. And I think we get this 2 minute. No, yeah. See, exact same thing. I don't take it until here because there's no fair value gap present. On the 3, there is none on the 3. On the 4, there's none on the 4 either. I think it was on the 2. Yep. Same thing of what we did earlier, right? We tapped into this key level, and what do? We take out the high. After sweeping the high, that's key moment number 2, just like how we did up here, right? And I'm thinking, okay, it's the exact same setup. I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I did. I just wait for this, wait for the inverse, and then I take it, right? So what do? We get an inverse right here, IFEG, and I think I enter. Yeah, I entered right here. Stops below this. Stops above this, and target the LRL below. I think this trade I was targeting this, but then I was gonna take full profit here anyways. Yeah. So on the 2 minute, where's my manipulation leg? Right here, right? Same thing what I said earlier. This is the new manipulation leg, not this one from this one. It's this one to this one because this is the one that made a new high. So my break even point would have been right here. I think I alerted this on my Discord as well. My break even. Yep, I think so. So what do? Yep, right here. And at this point, it tapped into my break even, closed it, and I moved my break even right here. And then unfortunately, what happened? Yeah, I just traded up, took my break even out, and I ended up just stopping out there. I was kind of bummed out just because, like, I don't know, it was the exact same entry mechanisms as the one from earlier. You know, we get a tap into it, re-sweep, and I was expecting to trade lower or even just take out this LRL right here. But the thing about this break even though, I'm pretty proud of it just because it eventually did take out my stop loss. So if I didn't go and break even, I think I would have lost on this trade anyways. But still, that's why it's important to always implement your break even. You see, yeah, it took out my stop loss before even taking or go to my target right here. Yeah, so that's why, guys, it's important to implement a break even, you know. What else do I need to discuss? Let me think. yeah, other than that, I was kind of bummed I didn't take the first trade. Totally freaking missed it. But oh wells, what can you do, right? Alright guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Friday, yep.